right, hello and welcome. Today we're doing something a little different. Forget the usual explainer. For the next few minutes, you are in the hot seat. It's a trivia challenge, and we're going to go on a journey through some really cool questions with a massive virtual jackpot waiting for you at the end.
Yep, you heard that right. The ultimate prize is on the line. The big question is, do you have what it takes? Well, let's find out, shall we? I want you to play along with me, lock in your answers in your head, and let's see if you can walk away a virtual crorepati by the time we're done.
Okay, let's get right into it. Picture this. The lights are down, the music is playing, the tension is building. We're going to start things off with a bit of a warm-up. Here comes your very first question for a cool 1,000 rupees. So this one's from the world of computers. You see these words, byte, bit, kilobyte, all the time, right? But which one is the absolute, most basic, smallest unit? Take a second, think about it, and lock in that answer. And the correct answer is B. Bit. Of course it is. You know the binary digit? That simple 0 or 1, that's the building block for literally everything digital. If you got that, congratulations. You're on the board with 1,000 rupees. All right, let's keep this train rolling. Next up, for 2,000 rupees. This one's a classic from math class. 3 of these numbers are prime, but one of them is an imposter. Your job? Find the fake. Which one is it? And if you locked in C, 9, you are spot on. A prime number, remember, can only be divided by 1 and itself. But 9, well, you can also divide it by 3, so it's not prime. Nicely done. You've just doubled your winnings. Okay, we're going to skip ahead a couple of questions now, because we've reached our first big milestone. The stakes are getting higher. This next question, for a guaranteed 10,000 rupees, comes straight from the world of physics. So, what is the standard SI unit for electric charge? The correct answer is B, Coulomb. It's a super important unit in electricity, named after the physicist Charles Augustin de Coulomb. And here's a cool way to think about it. Every single time you plug in your phone to charge, you're literally moving billions and billions of coulombs of charge into that battery. Wild, right? And boom, just like that, you've cleared the first milestone. That 10,000 rupees is locked in. It's yours no matter what happens next. You are absolutely crushing this game so far. But hey, we are not stopping there, are we? Nope. The money tree is about to get a whole lot steeper. And you guessed it, the questions are getting tougher. So let's keep climbing. We're now playing for a very nice 40,000 rupees. Okay, time to dust off those history books in your mind. The Battle of Plassey, a massive turning point in Indian history. But the question is, when did it happen? Only one of these dates is the right one. And the year was 1757. Ah, it's hard to overstate how important this one battle was. It was the pivotal moment that basically handed control of Bengal to the British East India Company. And it kicked off almost 200 years of British rule. I mean, talk about a moment that changed the subcontinent forever. Okay, moving on up for 1,60,000 rupees. Now, this question, it seems simple on the surface, but trust me, the answer is very specific. We all know that India gave the world the concept of zero, right? But which of these brilliant minds was the one to actually formalize it as a number? Yeah, this is a tricky one, and it all comes down to a really subtle but important difference. See, the incredible Aryabhata used 0 as a placeholder. Think of it like an empty spot on an abacus. But it was Brahmagupta who took it a step further. He was the first to actually define 0 as a number, with its own rules for adding and subtracting. So the correct answer is B, Brahmagupta. What a great piece of trivia. Wow, we are getting way up there now. This next question is for a massive 6,40,000 rupees. Okay, think about this. We use copper and aluminum for wires all the time, right? They're everywhere. But which of these elements is actually scientifically the absolute best conductor of electricity? And the answer, which might surprise you, is B, silver. Yeah, silver. Now, obviously it's way too expensive to use for everyday wiring, but based purely on its physical properties, silver is the undisputed king of conductivity. If you got that one, that is an excellent, excellent answer. You have played an absolutely magnificent game to get to this point. Seriously. But this is where everything changes. The stakes are about to go through the roof. Every single question from here on out is for a life-changing amount of money. The real question is, can you handle the pressure? Okay, for 25 lakh rupees. Look at these names. All 4 of them are absolute giants of Indian science, titans. But only one of them holds this very specific, very prestigious title. Who do we call the architect, the father of the Indian nuclear program? The correct answer is A, Dr. Homi J. Bhabha. He was a true visionary. He's the one who established the crucial institutions and laid down the scientific groundwork that launched India into the nuclear age. And you just won 25 lakh rupees. Incredible. Okay, deep breath. This is it. The question for 1 crore rupees. One correct answer is all that stands between you and becoming a crorepati. Think about India's amazing space program, all its triumphs. But which one was the very first satellite built entirely in India, by Indian hands and minds? Take your time on this one. It's a big one. Let's see the answer. For 1 crore rupees, it is B, Bhaskara 1. Now, this is another one of those tricky ones. Aryabhata was India's first satellite, that's true, but it was built with help from the Soviets. Bhaskara 1, that was the landmark moment of true self-reliance in space. You did it! You have won 1 crore rupees. Absolutely unbelievable. But hold on, the game isn't over. There is one final peak to climb. One last question. The jackpot question. Everything you've done, every answer you've given, has led you right here to this moment. The only question left is, are you ready? Here we go. For 7 crore rupees, we're diving deep into the weird, mind-bending world of quantum mechanics for this one. This is about a fundamental rule that literally governs the fabric of our universe. Which of these principles is it? This is, without a doubt, the toughest question we have. The final answer for the grand prize of 7 crore rupees is B, the Pauli exclusion principle. And you know, what's so incredible about this isn't just getting the answer right. It's understanding why this principle matters so much. It's not just some obscure rule for physicists. It is the reason matter is stable. It's why atoms have structure. It's why you, me, and this entire room can even exist. Seriously, without it, everything would just collapse into a dense soup. You've done it. You've won the jackpot. And it just makes you wonder, right? What other invisible fundamental principles are out there, quietly holding our entire